No.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Cielo. I can see that you are in being a tourist in a jungle.
Yes, Shirley, you are right. Today, I would like to talk about annual incidents report that I had and person had in the jungle adventure.
I can clearly see that there are a lot of incidents in there. I didn't know about that.
Yes, Shirley, many incidents. And here in the table are some of them, but there are more incidents.
Okay, see, by far the most common issue was sleeping, tripping, and failing. There are a lot of number of cases, and the total number of incidents are 37% of that. That's a surprise.
Yes, Shirley, that's crazy. And the risk is major injury. And talking about the risk level is a high risk. Do you know about some reduction that you can say related to this kind of incidents?
Well, related to this kind of incidents, I can say that maybe the lighting the path is one option where they are denied and they are passing by. And other is to avoid obstacle and be attentive to that because there are a lot of animals in there and obviously the storms and all of that. What is your advice or what do you think about that?
Okay, Shirley, I think that the people always have to be calm. And when you are in a jungle adventure, you always want to be running. But my advice is to be calm and don't run in the jungle. Or always you want to do activities that cause fall, so you have to don't do that kind of activities.
And with you in that on that point, I see that there you have to watch whether you uh, walking and all of that. Okay.
Yeah, Shirley. And surprisingly, always highly probable to happen is minor cuts with you can see in the table 44 total number of cases, and the percentage is 24 percentage. What do you think about this? What do you consider that is the risk and the risk level?
Okay, I see that the risk level is major injury too. And obviously talking about the risk level is high because of the number of cases. But I don't know what to do in that kind of in product that. So what do you advise or to that kind of people that have that minor cuts?
Okay, Shirley. I can say to reduce this kind of incidents, you always have to be attentive to what you touch, because you can cut with whatever you found in the jungle, with a tree, with whatever. And because of that, you don't know, for example, if there are many glass or surface who have a surface that have can produce that kind of cuts.
I
And
couldn't
what
agree
about
more.
you?
I couldn't agree more, and I want to say to add something to your advice. The people have to be careful when it's related to the minor goods and watch where they are walking. And obviously, if they are having a minor foot in her hand or in their foot, clean the wound to not get it worse. Because if they don't treat them in the right time, there are a lot of blood will can fall.
I couldn't agree more, Shirley. That's really true and important to follow that kind of advices. And the next one, Shirley.
Okay, I see that mm, instead by are
Yes.
one of the most common with a total number of cases for 34%. And obviously, I think that is the most common, and obviously it can be with a total of medical issues that I don't know if what can we do with the risk reduction because the mosquitoes are everywhere, and obviously it's typical to get a insect bite.
Yes, Shirley, you are right. And I can talk about the risk and related to the statistics. I have to say that the risk is a major injury with a medium risk of level. What risk reduction do you think that we can say in this incident?
Okay, I think that it's definitely possible to have an insect bite in the jungle, but one of the risk reductions I want to add is to apply a lot of lotion to reduce itching and to relieve that if you have an insect bite.
Yes,
And
Shirley.
and obviously to get aerosol if you are want to take into your skin and something like that.
Yes, Shirley. I think that you had say everything that it's important. To add what you say, I can think that also it's important wear suitable clothing so that mosquitoes don't bite you. And also what you say.
I think that you have a right on that point, but I want to talk about the least common issue that is heat stroke, because most of the people have heat stroke when they are in the jungle because of the sun. So, what is the risk level and the risk of that? Because there are a lot of total number of cases.
Yes, Chile, as you can see in the table, heat stroke is not highly to happen, but is common with a total number of cases, 31 total number of cases, and the percentage 17 percentage.
Okay, by far, I think that the risk and the risk level are not far the most common because the risk level it can be a major injury and it can be the risk and medium. But I think that this not be extremely unlikely to happen because the people who have a jungle adventure or who have been in the jungle before, they have to be careful about that, and obviously they've seen a lot of factors that can be happening. So
Yes, Shirley.
they need to be have a physical condition to be in there.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. A risk reduction that I can say is take sunscreen and always stay in places where the sun doesn't rush much. What do you think?
I see that it can be that you can have like drink a lot of liquids to be in there, or yeah, when they are walking or something like that, if you feel like anxious or exhausted, and yeah, to wear a lightweight clothing because the cloth, is a important thing to be in count.
That's also important, Shirley. To finally, I can see that it's absolutely impossible the snake bites. Can you read the total number of cases?
Well, I see that the total number of cases are just five, and yeah, it's not probably to happen because there are only 2% of people that happen that. So yeah, I don't see that it's absolutely happen to happen. But I think that I'm 100% certain that the most of the people who have this snake bite, it could be in risk. So what is your advice to these people?
Okay, Shirley. Before give the advice, I want to talk about the risk and the risk level. And as you can see in the table, the percentage as are very low. So obviously the risk is minor injury and the risk level is a low level. Um, a risk reduction that I can talk about is be carefully when you are walking and always be attentive to all the animals that are in a jungle, especially these kind of dangerous animals.
Okay, when you say dangerous, what do you mean about that? Because I say that, yeah, you need to be calm and remain still because they feel the fear when they are coming and they attack because of that. They see a dangerous and or a hazard because of the people. But what do you mean when you say dangerous?
Okay, I mean because as you said in at the beginning, if a snake bites you, you can have a big, I don't know, ill or it's a high risk. It's not probable to happen, but a snake is a dangerous animal. So for that, I I said that it's dangerous.
Okay, I see that the total visitors last year was a lot of people, but just the number of cases of that was just five. So I couldn't agree more with the advices you say. And
Yes.
yeah, I think that the people need to take account when they are visiting a jungle. And obviously, if they are tourists because they don't have the equipment or the correct things to bring there, something like that. So, yeah, need
Yes.
to be careful of the illness, accidents, or injuries. So I think that it could be correct to say that the people that when they are going to a kind of adventures.
Yeah, Shirley, I couldn't agree more. I think that you can have this kind of adventures. Obviously, think about the incidents, but the most important thing is enjoy. Enjoy the jungle adventure tours.
In other words, I mean that they have to be careful, and the people who are in that need to take account and obviously say that to the people when they are going and before they are going to the jungle.
Yes, advise people who think of go to that kind of adventures because it's also important to think about what could happen there and not only to enjoy, also to be responsible to think about what will happen. Okay,
Yeah,
Shirley, I think that we finish.
I think.
Okay, bye.
Bye.